Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A ravine formed by a river in an area with little rainfall. A collection of books accepted as Holy Scripture, especially the books of the Bible recognized by any Christian church as genuine and inspired. A complete list of saints that have been recognized by the Roman Catholic Church. A contrapuntal piece of music in which a melody in one part is imitated exactly in other parts. A priest who is a member of a cathedral chapter. A rule or especially body of rules or principles generally established as valid and fundamental in a field of art or philosophy. The neoclassical canon. A ravine formed by a river in an area with little rainfall. A deep, narrow, steep-sided valley, especially one formed by running water. The sacred writings of the Christian religions. Any writing that is regarded as sacred by a religious group. Any writing that is regarded as sacred by a religious group. A database containing an ordered array of items, names or topics. The act of making a list of items. Give or make a list of. Name individually. Give the names of. A database containing an ordered array of items, names or topics. The property possessed by a line or surface that departs from the vertical. The ship developed a list to starboard. Cause to lean to the side. Erosion listed the old tree. Enumerate. Tilt to one side. The ship listed to starboard. Include in a list. Am I listed in your register? Repair by adding pieces. She pieced the china cup. A portion of a natural object. He needed a piece of granite. Eat intermittently. Take small bites of. He pieced at the sandwich all morning. An item that is an instance of some type. He designed a new piece of equipment. A share of something. A period of indeterminate length, usually short, marked by some action or condition. I need to rest for a piece. A musical work that has been created. A work of art of some artistic value. It is not known who created this piece. An instance of some kind. It was a nice piece of work. Create by putting components or members together. She pieced a quilt. A portable gun. Game equipment consisting of an object used in playing certain board games. He sacrificed a piece to get a strategic advantage. To join or unite the pieces of. A serving that has been cut from a larger portion. A piece of pie. A distance. It is down the road a piece. An artistic or literary composition. He wrote an interesting piece on Iran. A separate part of a whole. An important piece of the evidence. Join during spinning. Piece the broken pieces of thread, slivers, and rovings. An essay, especially one written as an assignment. He got an A on his composition. Art and technique of printing with movable type. A musical work that has been created. The composition is written in 4 movements. The spatial property resulting from the arrangement of parts in relation to each other and to the whole. Harmonious composition is essential in a serious work of art. The way in which someone or something is composed. The act of creating written works. Musical creation. A mixture of ingredients. Something that is created by arranging several things to form a unified whole. He envied the composition of their faculty. A musical work that has been created. A musical work that has been created. A musical work that has been created. A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies in a non-Christian religion. A clergyman in Christian churches who has the authority to perform or administer various religious rites, one of the holy orders. Prescribed guide for conduct or action. Linguistics. A rule describing, or prescribing, a linguistic practice. Measuring stick consisting of a strip of wood or metal or plastic with a straight edge that is used for drawing straight lines and measuring lengths. Prescribed guide for conduct or action. A principle or condition that customarily governs behavior. It was his rule to take a walk before breakfast. Exercise authority over, as of nations. Decide with authority. A rule or law concerning a natural phenomenon or the function of a complex system. The right-hand rule for inductive fields. Something regarded as a normative example. Violence is the rule, not the exception. Mathematics. A standard procedure for solving a class of mathematical problems. He determined the upper bound with Descartes' rule of signs. Be larger in number, quantity, power, status or importance. Dominance or power through legal authority. The rule of Caesar. Decide on and make a declaration about. A basic generalization that is accepted as true and that can be used as a basis for reasoning or conduct. Keep in check. Rule one's temper. Any one of a systematic body of regulations defining the way of life of members of a religious order. The rule of Saint Dominic. Directions that define the way a game or sport is to be conducted. He knew the rules of chess. Have an affinity with, of signs of the zodiac. Mark or draw with a ruler. Rule the margins. The duration of a monarch's or government's power. During the rule of Elizabeth. A canon in which the entrances of successive parts were indicated by cryptic symbols and devices, popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. A canon in which the entrances of successive parts were indicated by cryptic symbols and devices, popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. A canon in which the entrances of successive parts were indicated by cryptic symbols and devices, popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. A canon in which the entrances of successive parts were indicated by cryptic symbols and devices, popular in the 15th and 16th centuries. A canon who receives a prebend for serving the church. The steeply sloping side of a canyon. A continent, the third largest, in the Western Hemisphere, connected to South America by the Isthmus of Panama. The nations of the North American continent collectively.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.